guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So just a nice quick-ish video. I just want to start off making the cover of my journal. Now this is for the Shabby Blue Christmas journal, which has got the 3 signatures in. So I've got some, it's like chipboard, and it's come from, as you can see, it's got glue on it. This is the back of one of my mixed media pads of paper. I've got half of that and half of sort of like some chipboard. This is the mixed media paper, and I also had a bit of chipboard left, but I didn't have enough, so I've just taken the back of a mixed media pad of paper, which is, if you use mixed media paper, watercolor paper, use the back of the paper, the pads as well. Don't throw them away because they are just perfect for making journal covers. So I have, what did I do? I did this 8.5 by 6 inches, I believe. Let me just double check, not double take. Yes, 8.5 by 6, and then this I think is 2.5 inches. I've done that, or 2.25, because that's the piece I had left over. So I'm just going to do the spine 2.25 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do is just stick them together. So I'm going to take a little bit of my craft tape, pop that onto here, just to put these together if I can, like that. Just stick that down there like that. Turn that over. I'm going to get a piece of this. I'm going to pop it in between like that, and then I'm going to stick this on top. So that just gives us the right amount of in between here. Do you know what I mean? So that means that it can bend like that really nicely. And then we're going to do the same with this side. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on here, like that. And the same thing, I'm going to pop this in between, just like that. And then this can go on top, like that. So make sure we are the right height. There we go. And then that just folds up nicely like that. So that's a super easy way to do it. I'm going to lie that like that. Should I bend these over? Let's just turn these over. So just a little bit of this lovely craft tape that I've got. I got linked to it in the Amazon storefront. So do take a peek. Oh, it's Prime week, 2 weeks. I don't know. Amazon has Prime for a very, not Prime, Black Friday. Amazon has it for ages, so go and have a little peek and just put in your orders for Christmas. That's what I mean. If you've got a partner or husband or wife that likes to buy you bits and pieces, then pop it in your little basket. Do a little hint, because it's a good time to buy. That's what I've sort of like done with Andy. I'm like, oh, I might like this. This would be lovely. Hint, hint. So I'm hoping I'll get a few little bits and pieces. You never know. So let's just pop these in there. So anything to get a little bargain. We like a bargain, don't we? Especially when it comes to our crafty bits and pieces. Okay, so that's super simple, isn't it? So we have got a lovely, lovely journal cover start there. And that's quite a nice sort of like size on there. Now, to cover this, I am thinking, I've got this blue. Now, you know, I'm not a fan of this very royal blue, but I was just thinking we could have this, and then I've got this, which I think I was just thinking I might sort of like runkle it up like this over the top, sort of like, not completely pleat it, but sort of scrunch it up, not too neatly. I don't want it too neat. And then I've got this, which is this beautiful lace over the top. That's the sort of thing I was thinking of doing. And then these will just sort of like fold in. I just think that will be quite nice and quite different for me as well. So what do you think? Let's just try, and I'm going to leave a little border around because I want to fold this in and then maybe stick some paper or something over the inside. I don't want it too thick and bulky though, so I'm going to leave that. If I make it a little bit bigger, I can either cut it off and sew around this bit or just flip it over, but that's the sort of thing I would like now. It's probably better to cut it this way, I think. Give me a little bit more. Let's go on this side. What do you reckon? About there. Should I just cut it on this bit? Let me get my scissors and we can just do that and just rip this down like that. Perfect. I should have probably ironed it first, but that's okay. It's going to take a little bit off this end. Just like that. So we've got sort of a nice shape to it. Look, I've got lots of these. I'm going to put these in the bin so they don't all end up tangled. Oops, tangled onto my my chair wheels. Okay, it doesn't have to be too neat and tidy because I'm going to cover it up as well, aren't I? Gosh, what's that? I've got tape on it now. Oh, 2 seconds. I'll let Jessie out. Okay, she likes to be in here and then she doesn't like to be in here, so bless her. Now, I think I might just glue stick this down because I'm going to sew it. And I don't want it to be too fancy to do this. I just want to make it as simple as we can. So sticking it down with a glue stick and sewing is going to be perfect, I think. Because I don't want it to be perfect. We want it to be a bit scruffy. We like a little bit of scruffiness. Well, I do anyway. Let's just see if this is straight. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad, is it? There we go. Perfect. Actually, what I might do you think I should stick it round? That's lovely, actually. That's really nice. What's it? Keep it flat like that. Okay. Now, where's that other piece I had, which is this piece like this? Not quite sure how we are going to do this one, but if that's the front, we can just turn that over a little bit, and that could probably turn over like that. What do you think? And then, trust me, I don't necessarily want it completely pleated, but just sort of gathered a little bit. And how are we going to do that? I need to attach this bit here. I'm going to, I think I will pop some of this 3-in-1 down here to hold this down. Like that. Just hold that down nicely. Now this is going to be covered up, so it doesn't matter if it's messy, does it? Right, that can flip over, I think. a little bit of glue down there. Make sure it's quite flat. So this is sort of like just a synthetic, I'm not quite sure what it is. It's like a netting, quite a fine netting, but it's quite nice, and that lays quite flat. So I'm just going to pop that down. That's perfect. So that's going to stay in place. Let's hope. Like that. So that sort of hides that dark blue, but it also makes it look really nice, doesn't it? It's still quite Christmassy and nice. So what do you reckon? Shall I just glue this down? I want that to be quite tight there. Shall I glue gun that? I might even glue gun it actually. Do you think I'll end up with a big mess? No, I'm going to glue gun it. I'm just going to go for it. Let me find a glue stick because this is going to run out in a minute. Okay, let's just going to pop just a tiny bit. Gather this up. I don't want it right at the edge because I want to sew, and we know that we can't sew with glue gun on top of that. So I'm going to just wrinkle some of this up because when we put the lace on it, that might cover that up. Where's the tip of this? Where's the top of that? No, it's not going to quite cover that up, is it? As I push it higher up. That's the bottom. As you can see, I'm just making it up as I go along. Or I could put like a flower. I've got these little flower things that I made a while ago. I could probably cover that little bit up with a flower. Or I've got little tiny ones. We will work it out. We shall work it out as we go along. But I need to glue just a little bit higher. Just so that lace will cover it up. Okay, let's just pull this like that. Glue stick. Stick that down. Wrinkle that up. Oh, let's come a little bit lower. We need to be sort of here, don't we? Lovely. And then when I sew it round the top, oopsie daisy, we can actually gather that up, can't we? Do you think this is going to look a bit messy? I don't think so, because look, you're not going to see that, are you? Because this is a beautiful piece of lace. Not sure which way round. That was the way round. If I don't stick this down too tight, I might actually sew along, but these will sort of like gather up at the top. I think that would look really nice, don't you? Yes. Stop doubting myself and keep going. Just wrinkle it up. Hold that down. I need my these little spatula thingy-majiggity to hold that down, don't I? Let's stick that. Where is it? Where is it? Let's have a look. There we go. Let's just... That's it. That's better. Perfect. Pop that down. Right, where's the end? So we've got enough here. Let's just sort of wrinkle it up and stick it down. There we go. Got enough for one more little bit, I think, probably. Just there. Like that. Stick that down. Perfect. So there, you see what I mean? So it's like that. And then this is gonna fold round and these are gonna fold like that. Oh, I love it. That's gonna look really nice, isn't it? Super. Let's go for this middle bit. Do you think I need to fold that? Put my glue gun down. Now this has gone a bit wonky, so we need to pull this piece down like that. Okay, a little bit here. This can do that. Stick that down. Quite difficult to stick this sort of netting down without sort of like sticking it down and cutting it and covering it up, because, you know, unless you just sew it, which will probably be a bit easier for me actually. Okay, fabulous. I've missed a little inside bit. Gather that up, stick it down. Oh, lovely and messy. I've got quite a long strip off here, so I'll, you know, oh look, we've got a big ladder in there. But that's okay. Where's the, how big is our spine? That's okay, we've got lots. Pop that down. There we go. Pop that in. Lovely. Where's the... So that's the spine. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. Nice and straight, believe it or not. Let's wrinkle this bit up. Little bit there, little bit there. Stick that down. Stick that down. A little bit more. Oops. There we go. Stick that down. Oh. What do you think? Do you think this looks too messy? I don't think so. Missed a bit there. Let's just stick that. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, I do like it actually. I'm going to turn it around this way. I think it's going to be a little bit easier for me to do. So where's the end? That's the end. Oh, I'm going pretty straight as well. That's good. I might be going a little bit low, but if the lace doesn't quite cover it up, I will find something else to pop on it over the top. go. What's that? What should we do? Actually, that's not bad, is it? That's quite straight. Oh, I like that. Gosh, that's very funky, isn't it? Actually, there's not quite enough there. I might use this bit as the front and that bit is the back. We shall see, but let's just cut this little bit off because we don't need this bit. I'm going to pop my glue gun over there and I'm going to just use some of this. Don't want to, like I said, I don't want to glue gun this down because we want to sew around the edge. So I'm just going to pop that down like that. A little bit of glue on there. Pop this bit of netting down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at that. So pretty, so pretty, so different. Let's pop that on. Now, what shall we do with this? Shall I fold that down and tuck it in, or just cut it off? Actually, this is very, very thin, so that would probably just stick down and we can just pop the piece of paper, or what have I got? I've got this, which is quite a Christmassy look, isn't it, for the inside? This is like burlap. What do you think? Oh, I've got sticky tape on there. Don't want that. That might look quite nice on the inside then. Oh, that's what I'll do, and then we'll make it like a little bit thicker, won't it? That's what I'm going to do. Look, that's quite stuck down anyway. What should we do with the corners? There we go. Just pop that in now. Where's my glue gun? Oh, there it is. Let's just take this, little bit of glue in there. Just pull that in a little bit and stick that down. Because that's not as thick. I thought that would be quite thick, but it's not. So let's just start with that piece. What do you reckon about this bit? That should be okay. Like I said, I'm going to sew around this bit as well, so some of this might even be able to be cut off. So I'm not going to stick all of it down, just going to stick a little bit as we go around, like this. Fabulous. Let's do it this way. I think it might be a little bit easier. Stick that in. Okay guys, I'm just going to quickly finish this and then I will come back so you don't have to watch me do the whole lot. So 2 seconds for you. Okay guys, so I have now finished covering that up. It looks quite funky, doesn't it? I've got lots of lovely little bits of glue gun on there. And I've also cut a piece of this, or torn a piece of this for the inside, which I am going to pop on the inside like that, which I think will look quite nice once that's in there. So that's the inside. And then the outside, we are going to have this lovely piece of lace, which I believe is this way round. And then I'm going to just attach that to there, attach that to there. And then we've got this. Now, I'm just wondering whether I will go along this with my sewing machine. I think I might actually, just to keep that in place before I put anything on the inside. But loving that. Oh, so different to what I normally do, isn't it? I'm going to pop that like that and just cut this down there. Like that. So that's beautiful, and I think these all colours, because we sort of like got it's pale and quite pretty, I think this lace on the outside is going to just look so lovely, and I'm loving this gathering. Now, as you can see, I've got, not quite sure which way round, the way round to cover up some of this glue that I've used on there. So if I put that at the top, I can cover this with a few little flowers, can't I? Or something else we can pop on there. Oh, how lovely. Right. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just pop a little bit of this. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Which shall we have as the top or the bottom? Let's just... Actually, that covers it up quite well. Now, I'm going to lift that up. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue down there. Stick that on. Turn it round. Not too worried if this is a little bit baggy, but I suppose when we've sewn it down, it will sort of hold it down a little bit. I need to get a new glue. There we go. That can go on there like that. Stick that down. Oh, fabulous. Pop that like that, and I'm going to turn this under and stick that down there on the top of there. Now this does look like it's quite thick and bulky, but it's not. All of this is really quite fine, so it's not as thick as you would think it would be. Let's just pop a little bit of glue down there and pop that down. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Oh, I love it. It's quite soft. It's quite soft on there. So, guys, do you think I should risk it and sew it? Look at that. Isn't that just lovely? I absolutely love that. And the spine is beautiful. I think I'm going to have a hidden spine because I don't want to see anything on the outside. I might do a nice decorative spine on there, add a few more flowers or something. But that is beautiful. Loving it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop to my sewing machine. Now I did move my sewing machine to behind me, and I'm going to just sew down along here and along here. So I will be back, so 2 seconds. Okay, so that is lovely. I think that looks really nice. Oh, so different. Right, where's my scissors? Let's just cut these little bits off like that. Oops. I'm just going to stick this down a little bit. Do you think I should cut a little bit of that off? I don't think so, because I don't want it to go over the top or poke out. I think if you know what I mean. Stick that down. Once this is on, if it's too short, I don't want it to sort of like poke out the top. I think that will just go on there lovely, I believe. Just see a little diddly bit on the outside, which is nice, isn't it? See the beige and the blue and the lace. I think that looks so good. And then these are going to be inside like that. Beautiful. Right, shall I stick this down on top? Shall we just go straight for it? Get it all done? I think maybe we will. Let's cut that little bit off. I'm going to just pop that down, unless I really should. Actually, I should probably iron this, shouldn't I? Do you think? I think that should be okay. I think. How much is sticking out the bottom? So that's the bottom, that's the top. That's not too bad, is it? Actually, I've cut that quite well to fit. Going to lift this up. What should we stick it down with? Decisions. What I'm going to use is, I've got my fabric glue. That's what I'm going to use. I need a little something to squash it down with though, don't I? Oh, I could use my little spatula thing here. I'm going to just put this on here. If I don't do it from start to finish like this, I will doubt myself. Do you know what I mean? And then I will change my mind. And I don't want to do that because I'm liking what I'm doing on here. So let's just splodge this on. Like that. Okay. What do you think? Right in the right place? Let's go around this way. Yes, that's pretty good. Okay. Oops. Stick that down, lift that up, like that. I like this glue, this fabric glue that I've got. I think I said before, it's just a cheap one that I got in Hobbycraft. I think it was Hobbycraft or somewhere in the UK. Just picked it up last time I was there, or the time before, I can't remember now. But I don't use it that often, but it is a really nice one. I'm going to pull that a little bit tight and just smooth that down. I don't want to go around and stick it on the outside because I'm going to sew that. And I don't want the glue on the outside like that. Right, let's do the spine. I think I might pop that in there. Let's see. Squidge it all on. Go right in that little bit there. And this bit, I suppose. There we go. Hoping this will stick down. Now, I think I will probably leave this before I sew it. So I'll just stick it down and then leave this to dry until tomorrow. And then just see if I've got any wrinkly bits, I can go back in maybe and glue them down a bit better. Just so it stays, it gives it a time to dry properly. Let's go right into that little bit in there. go. Stick these bits down. Perfect. Oh, I think I need a little bit more on here. It's quite thick, so it's quite hard to sort of squeeze out. You need a little bit of power to do that one. That lovely, lovely, lovely. So that's all on there. Perfect. I'm not going to fold it up, but that's the outside. So there we go, guys. I'm going to leave it there because I am loving that. I think that's fabulous, isn't it? And that's going to be our inside. Like I said, I do like the beige and blue, so I think that works really well, doesn't it? With the beige and the blue. Love it. And I'm quite liking these little bits hanging at the bottom. Oh, get all these little straggly bits off. Let's cut that bit of cotton off. So there we go, guys. I hope you like it as much as I do. Let's add a little bit of glue there. Stick this down. I think it just needs, like I said, it just needs to dry before I sew around there, just to make sure it's in there all stuck properly. I might even pop this under something a little bit heavy to hold that down and make sure it's stuck. And then I will be back and we will finish this off. So I'm hoping next couple of days I will finish this journal off and then it will be done before I go away. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the evening. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.